Yo, what's up, cubers? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're answering some of questions from you guys. So one of you asked something that I know a lot of beginners wonder about. Should you learn CFOP method? So let's break it down step by step and I'll give you some real talk about my own experience. So PyreX commented, "Hey, I'm a beginner solving with the standard method in under 2 minutes currently. I know all the basic algs and want to upgrade my method. Should I learn CFOP for that? How long it's gonna take on average?" First of all, shout out to you, PyreX. And by the way, awesome question. So let's break it down. CFOP method is a speedy method that 95% of cubers use. CFOP stands for cross, FOL, OLL, and PLL. And if you're already solving in under 2 minutes with the beginner method, layer by layer method, switching to CFOP is the perfect next step. Here's what you need to learn. Cross, you probably already know this. F2L, this replaces solving the first two layers one piece at a time and makes it faster. OLL, orient the last layer, about 57 algorithms that can start with 2 look, just 3 algorithms. PLL, pyramid the last layer, about 21 algorithms, but again, you can start with 2 look, just 6 algorithms. Now the big question, how long it's gonna take? So now I'm gonna tell you my own experience of cubing. So when I start cubing, it was like 2 years ago. I start cubing, it was summer, so there was no school. I was addicted to cubing. I was cubing always every single day without missing a day. I was like addicted to cubing. I was so dedicated. So I went from 2 minutes to 30 second in only 2 months. Yeah, only 2 months. Since it was summer, there was no school, so I was just practicing cubing every day. And during that 2 months, I learned CFOP method. I learned full PLL. That's 21 algorithms, and I got into 30 seconds. So when I got into 30 seconds, it starts to get a little boring because as you improve, it gets harder to improve. As you get faster, it's harder to improve. So it was kind of boring. The school started, so I couldn't really practice that much, but I was still trying my best. So from 30 seconds to 25 seconds. When I got to 25 seconds, I kind of quit cubing for like 2 to 5 months. I don't really know. So yeah, but then I got back into cubing, and at this time I was like serious. I want to get fast. So I started learning OLL and some look ahead and some advanced FOL algorithms, and I got under 15 seconds. That was a really big step for me. It took me like 5 months, and yeah, right now I'm under 15 seconds, solving under 15 seconds. And so with 5 months of quitting the cube and 5 months of learning all the other stuff, it's currently I've been cubing for 2 years. So yeah, that was my own experience. Now for you, it's different. If you're dedicated to cubing and you practice a lot, you can get from 2 minutes to 30 seconds in 2 to 3 months. It's not that hard. It's really easy. But once you get 30 seconds to 20 seconds, this is gonna be hard. It's gonna be a big step. So you have to learn PLL and start to look ahead a little bit. And this is gonna be a little hard. I will say if you practice a lot and every day, it's gonna take you around 2 minutes, 2 months again. But from 20 to under 15, this is going to be a really big step. You have to learn full OLL, start to learn advanced FOL, and start look aheading. And this is going to be a really big step because you're going to have to learn a lot of stuff. So I will say this is going to take you around 5 months, 5 to 6 months. Yes, that's how long it took me. And I think it's going to take you that long too because I was dedicated. I was practicing every day. So yeah, that's like the fastest time that you can get from 20 to 15. Now under 15 to 20 to under 10 seconds, from 15 seconds to under 20, 10 seconds. So you already learned everything. Now you just have to practice to get faster. So you have to practice a lot to get comfortable with every algorithm, every OLL and the FDOL algorithms and look ahead. So you have to practice a lot. I'll say from 15 to 10 seconds is gonna get took you 2 to 3 months. This one is not gonna take you a lot because you just have to practice. From 10 seconds beyond that, it's really hard. Every second is a nightmare. I'm not under that, but I heard from a lot of cubers because improving under 10 second is really really hard. So I will say from 10 second to 5 second, at least 2 year. It's gonna take you at least 1 to 2 year. Yes, it's that hard. And yeah, that's how long it's gonna take you to learn CFOP method from beginner to professional. Here are a few tips if you're making the switch. First, start with the two look OLL and PLL. Don't rush full sets. Second, learn individual if the wells before you memorize cases. Third, use a timer like CS Timer to track your progress. Fourth, don't worry about speed at first. Focus on solving smoothly. Now, for some people who are curious, yes, there's other speedy methods like Roo, ZZ, and Petron. These are great methods, but they're not as popular as CFOP method, but still some cubers use them. Roo has fewer algorithms and more block building. ZZ has edge orientation first, which makes look ahead better, but CFOP is the best starting point because there's not a bunch of algorithms and there's tons of tutorials and it's really easy to learn. Thanks again to PyreX for the great question. If you guys have questions like that, drop them in the comments and I might feature them in the next video. And hey, like and subscribe if you're working on your cubing grind too. Keep practicing, stay chill, and happy cubing.